Rushden and Diamonds, and to non-league football, well, it's just breathtaking, really, isn't it? One day this team will be a league side. I've absolutely no doubts about that.
Hello, how are you? And a massive welcome to another episode of the AFC Lower League Management Journey, or AFC Rushden and Diamonds Lower League Management Journey, with me, John, aka Old Man Suda. And first thing first, I've got an apology to make to you guys. I meant to be bringing you, I said to you in the last episode, I was going to bring you the Chalfont St Peters game. I recorded the episode, but something happened with the video. It was all corrupt. It wasn't very good. It was a bit jumpy, and it wasn't very good at all. So hopefully this one will be a lot better. It should be. But yeah, unfortunately it wasn't good enough to put on YouTube, so I had to not do that for you guys. As you can see though, since the Beaconsfield game, which is the last one I brought you, we carried on really well, and then we've just dropped so bad over the last few games. I'm not sure why. There's only been one thing that I can really put it down to at the moment. I shall talk to you about in a second, but I'll quickly show you. So we beat Dunstable 7-0 in the Southern League Cup. Really good game. As you can see, Sheriff got 4 goals for us, scoring again for fun as usual, and yeah, we just dominated the game, didn't we? What else is there to say about that one? We then played Margate in the FA Trophy, which, if you guys don't know, the FA Trophy is the Carabao Cup's non-league version, basically. So all the non-league teams go in this one, whereas in the Carabao Cup it's from League 2 up to, or it's from the Conference or League 2 up to the Premiership. So as you can see, we won 3-2, tough game for us. There was one problem. Sharif got injured, and this is the reason I think our form dropped off. He got injured, and since he's been out for the last 3 or 4 games, and we've just been terrible since then. But as you can see, it was a close game. They came back towards the end, sort of in the second half, but we managed to just pip it in the end, which was a bit lucky, I feel. But they're not a bad side, and I think they're in a league above us, so they're meant to be a better side anyway. So that was a really good win for us. You can see there that after that I don't know what happened. I really wish I had an excuse, because I don't think we should have lost, especially not against Chalfont St Peters, and we probably shouldn't have lost to Hayes either. Dunstable, maybe you could argue that was probably the tougher game overall, but still, we shouldn't be losing these games, and it's really affected us quite badly. See here, the Hayes Yedlin game, we were just terrible. They were the better side by a million miles. We took an early lead, but after that we were just really, really poor. And it's the same again with the AF Dunstable game. You can see here, we took an early lead, they came back, and then they scored another 2 in the second half. And again, we were just really poor after coming 1-0 up. And I really, like I said, wish I had an excuse for all this. Chalfont St Peters game was really frustrating. As you can see, again, it's the same sort of thing. Is we were the better side first half. Looked like we were going to win it. We just needed to score, and then we drop off again. And come sort of second half, they start battering us, and eventually they get the score. And Ashley Lever scored for them, so we lost that 1-0 as well, which has really, really affected us. As you can see in the competition, we're now down to third. There's a 6-point gap to Cambridge City, which is really bad, and Northwood have overtaken us as well. So we really do need to get back to winning ways, which hopefully we can. As you can see as well, we've got Leamington Spa now in the FA Trophy, and we've got Cambridge City, obviously, who are in the same league as us in the Southern League Cup. So 2 really good games. The Leamington Spa one's going to be really good because they're in the National League North, so they're like 2 leagues above us. So that's going to be a really interesting game for us. Just it will give us a good idea of where exactly we are as well. Apart from that, things like finances are really good. With 5 more K up, it had gone up to about 90k, but we've lost a little bit of that money now. But yeah, finances are looking really good, and the dynamics are looking okay. We're dropping a bit in dressing room, but we need to sort that out by getting a win or 2, and that should be okay. But overall, things are looking pretty good at the moment. We've got a couple of concerns, nothing too bad. Injuries wise, Sharif is back, as you can see there. He's maybe not fully match fit, but none of them really are. And I think that's it pretty much. There's not much else to really talk about. It's really just this drop in form. I can't work out why. Having one player out should not change things too much for us. because we do still have like Cedric who can score goals, and a couple of other players have been scoring goals as well. So I'm really frustrated about this, and it's really annoyed me because we were doing so well, and then it's just all of a sudden gone to pot. Really, it's really confusing me to an extent. You can see here our average ratings are really good overall. I mean, Lee and Dolman's on 6.8. And I wonder if some of it's because I've been using Ben Heath in goal just to try and please him a little bit more, because he was having concerns about not playing. So I'm going to just go with Buffton because he is a better goalie overall, and just see if by doing that, if we can, I don't know, maybe have a bit more security in goal, and hopefully we can score. Tactics wise, we're still going with a 4-4-2, and again, we have been doing really well in this 4-4-2, and I don't understand why. We can actually just make one little change and go like that, because I feel that's a little bit better for us. But yeah, I just don't see how this change has affected us as much as it has. Really, that is my one really annoying part of this game, and I've had it happen before in some other saves as well. That we start off really well. It happened in the Bournemouth save actually. We start off really well, and then all of a sudden we just drop off, and there's no reason for it. There is absolutely no reason for it. But we'll see what goes on. It might be that I'm gonna have to make some real big changes coming up, but hopefully we should be all right. So we'll get straight into the game against Thame, who, to be honest, we should beat. They're pretty low in the league. They're like 18th in the league, so this should be an easy game. The same as the Charleston St Peters game should have been an easy game, really. So we'll see how we get on, and hopefully we should do alright. Especially now Sheriff is back. But it's all a bit frustrating and it's all a bit annoying. But we'll see how we get on. It should do alright. I'll show you what I do with the. This is pretty much how I've been doing my team instructions. Because if I ask for the assistant manager to do it, he won't do anything because he says he's not confident enough. It says we need to close Leah's Salmon down at all times, so we will do that as well. We'll close him down. Where is he? There he is. We'll close him down as well. But this is pretty much what I've been doing, and I sometimes will pick out like the more close down, also like the main sort of striker, which they've only got one striker, so actually we'll leave that off. What I do is I sort of close down the strikers, basically. Because I feel if I close down strikers and sort of the attacking players, it works a little bit better for us. Team talk wise, all I'm going to say is calmly, it's time to put this form to end, which has gone quite well. We'll give them the passionate usual talk as well. Try and keep the morale as high as possible, because morale is so important in this game. And hopefully then we can get back onto winning ways, put this little blip behind us, and yeah, start trying to win the league again, because we really should. We're at home as well, so this should really be an opportunity for us to sort our game out and really get a hold of it yeah, you know, get a hold of the league again and everything. So 10 minutes gone and it's all a bit quiet at the moment. We've had one shot, it looks like, a couple of shots. Basie now with a throw in, he gives it to Sheriff. Sheriff's by himself, he gets out to Holborn. Holborn crosses it in, but it doesn't go very far. But Basley's gonna collect it again. He pumps it up forward. Holborn might get there. He does. Sheriff. Oh, Cedric even. It was Cedric, not Sheriff. Corner to us now. We pump it in. Walker tries to get there. Henry's going to collect it. Can he put it back out wide maybe? He does. Colson's going to get another chance here. He puts it in. It doesn't really go anywhere, but Cedric collects it. He puts it. Oh, that was so close. But he knocks it over. And we're all over them at the moment. So you would say we must be favourites here to... We've been all over them for the first sort of 15-16 minutes as we come up to the 17th minute. We're long balling. Cedric then gets it, and Sheriff's going to get a chance here, and he puts it in. Get in there, 1-0. He's back and he's scoring, and that's what we needed. As you can see here, Holborn then with the long ball from Hendry, and Cedric gets a great little header on it and puts it into the path of Sheriff, and Sheriff just volleys it in. Absolutely fantastic. Get in there, 1-0 to us. This is what we needed, back into winning ways. And I don't like the complacency. We've got to be careful with complacency. Holborn now puts it in. He tries to get it to Walker. It doesn't. It goes far Cedric. Cedric puts a shot in. Get in there, 2-0. We're back to winning ways. You absolutely beaut. But yeah, I'll show you quickly on the update. You can see here on the league, they're down in 19th. So this is team we should really be winning really comfortably against, which I'm really glad we are. As how are Northwood getting on? Where are Northwood? They're drawing 0-0 against Uxbridge. We get back into the game quickly. Yeah, and I really don't understand this drop. I didn't understand the drop in form, and I'm hoping it's just been we had a little blip and we can move on. And I guess everyone has little blips in their games every now and then, so hopefully that's it. We come up to half time. We're 2-0 up, and things are looking really well. We're absolutely dominating the game, which is really, really fun for us. But people are starting to look complacent, and I'm worried about that. So I'm going to see if I can say. I'm going to say don't let your performance levels drop, which it's gone okay. A couple of people look complacent, and I wonder if that's something of it. Is that we've been doing so well that people are starting to be complacent and are just sort of thinking that they're going to win or something like that. I wonder. I don't know if that would have a lot of a bearing on it or not. Let me know if you think it does. But again, while I'm here, I've got to say a big thank you again for all this response and the likes and the comments and that. It's not so much on YouTube, unfortunately, but comments on Twitter and that. Everyone seems to be really enjoying the save, so I'm really happy for that. And I'm getting good feedback. So thank you guys for everyone who watches. The views have been really good as well. As we come back in, but again, they seem to be. That Thame now have got a chance, and Walford with a shot, but it's a great save by Buffton, and it goes out for a corner. And again, this seems to be the same. In the second half, we seem to drop off. So I'm going to quickly shout out, if I can, and say concentrate. And we'll select all positions, confirm shout. As Hoban's now got a free kick, he puts it in, and it hits the bar. That was close. So I've said concentrate, which I don't know how well that's gone. We'll probably make a change in a second because I want to try and save legs. It's a long old season. If we put a long ball forward, Sheriff's maybe going to get there. He does. He puts a cross into Cedric. Cedric, get in there. 3-0. You goddamn beauty. And I think this is so important. Sheriff is so important for us with those quick runs. That's all I can put it down to. That bad form was because Sheriff wasn't playing, and we need these quick runs. He's such a good player. Such a good player for this sort of league. Or for this level, and like I said, I think even next year if we do get promoted, he'd be such a big player for us. So we're going to make a few changes, just to try and keep things a bit fresh. Henry's going to come off, and we're going to bring on outlets for him. We haven't got anyone who can really play right back. Well, yeah, Geisley can play right back, I think. I know it doesn't say he can, but I'm sure he can. So we'll play him in the right back. It's not his most natural position, unfortunately. And I think that'll be it for now. Actually, we won't bring O'Brien. What we'll do is we'll change O'Brien and Walker around, and Gasley there, and then O'Brien and Ashton can come on. I think that'll be a little bit better for us. As we're 3-0 up, and things seem to be going really, really well for us again. As Cedric puts it in, he gets into Sheriff again, and Sheriff's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna score, but it's a corner to us. And they've got such a good little partnership up front as well. So I'm just wondering if things like that has been what's been the cause of it all. As Alton puts it into Holborn, Holborn then tries to feed it in, but it gets booted out. And now Alton's going to collect the ball. Gives it to Holborn. Holborn gives it through to Sheriff. Sheriff puts it back to Holborn. Holborn's going to bring it out wide and hope he can get a cross in. He puts the cross into Sheriff. Sheriff unfortunately can't control it, and he was offside anyway. As we've got 20 minutes left to go, we've got a corner now. We put the corner in, and it's going to go to Baisley. Baisley with a... Was Dolman, was that? Or was that Baisley who got the goal? It was Baisley with a header, and I didn't know if it hit Dolman. But that's 4-0 to us. Back to winning ways. This is the way. This is what we were doing all before that bad run. So I don't... This is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But things are going really well for us now. McDonald's got a shot, and he's going to put it in. And it's a good free kick, but... We always let one in, don't we? We always let one in. With 15 minutes to go, 4-1. Things are going well. We'll quickly make a change, though, as well. What can we do? Just, who's looking tired? Bell Toxin's looking tired. We haven't really got anyone who can come in the centre there, actually, at the moment. So we can't really do anything there. What we'll do is, we'll bring in... We'll do that, and then we'll do... that, Coulson can play in the centre. So that should do well. Guysy can go out on the right, and then yeah, Coulson coming in on the centre. And hopefully again that'll just give us a little bit of fresh legs in the midfield, and we can maybe make that change there quickly. 4 minutes to go. We should win this, as you can see with the stats as well. We've been absolutely dominant. And I really don't understand why we couldn't do this the games before. McDonald then puts it into Wallace. Wallace might get a shot and he doesn't. Outlet pumps it away and it's all over. We win 4-1. Get in there, you absolute beauty. This is what we needed. This hopefully will change it all back round for us. I'm going to say well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Everyone looks really happy. But that was frustrating. That few games was so frustrating. Absolutely so frustrating. We're playing Ashford Middlesex as well next. I think it's because there's a couple of Ashfords in the country. So I think this Ashford is because they're based in Middlesex is why it's called that. They're 21st. That's again another game we really should win quite comfortably. So hopefully a couple of wins get us back onto our get us back onto our winning ways, and we can put this all behind us as we come in sort of up to Christmas and the business end of the season. Really, we need to try and catch Cambridge up. So we're coming up to playing them soon, which is probably going to be the next game because it's going to be an important game. As you can see, we're back up to second. It looks like only on goal difference, so Northwood are right up there with us, but we've got a little bit of gap below us. So playoffs is still there. Cambridge have got to play, unfortunately, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, when we're coming back, we're going to come back, not for that Cambridge game, because that's just a cup. We'll come back for this Cambridge game here on the 13th of the 1st. There's no transfer real markets, so there's transfer markets, but we can sign free players whenever we like. So there's no point in me bringing you in transfers, because I haven't got any money anyway or anything like that. But we'll come back for the Cambridge game. I think that'll be a really, really important game. Hopefully we can get back to some winning ways over the next few games. Come back to this Cambridge game, win this, catch them up a little bit. And then with the end of the season coming up, it's going to be a really tough game for us. As we're pretty much halfway through the season now. And things, like I said, things have gone all right. We can't really complain halfway through the season. I mean, we're in second place with... we go into the more comprehensive... if I can. Does it show me past positions? You can see it with Rushden and Diamonds past position. Oh, it's not working. Come on, there we go. As you can see, we started off bad, but we've moved straight up, and we've been sort of first, second quite a bit over the last few weeks and everything like that. So overall, we can't really complain at all. I wanted to look at the stats. Profile, is that it? No, I was hoping to see. I'm not quite sure how. There we go. That's what I wanted. So as you can see, with goals against 22, 442. So we're doing really well. 20 goal difference. Obviously Cambridge a bit more. So overall, it's not too bad really. We can't complain. We could do with maybe scoring a few more goals, and we could do with obviously not conceding as many. That's one of the big things. 22 is quite a big number. It might mean that I need to look at a defender. Because both our defenders are quite old, or maybe start playing where is he, Blaze Punter, youngster, maybe got a bit more legs on him. That might help us out a little bit. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to have a little look and see about that. Right guys, I'm going to end up in the episode there. As I said, we're going to come back for the Cambridge game in a couple of games time, so we'll play the 5-6 games offline. Hopefully, like I said, we'll carry on the winning ways and things will sort themselves out. But that was absolutely disastrous little run there. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. It'd be great. Please come and like the episode. Please come and comment. Let me know what you think of my save. Follow me on Twitter as well. The little link will come up. And yeah, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.